Hey, what's happening, Marvelous Marvelites? Welcome back to Marvel Strike Force here on the KwingsLetsPlays channel.
Yeah!
Okay, yeah, Amber's hyped. So today we're going to be continuing the Chapter 5 and taking down, it looks like, some, I don't know, tree.
Lady Bane!
Also, we are out of energy, so we're going to have to spend 50 gems. Yeah, and we're just going to make it. I definitely feel much better, but each sedative is becoming less effective, old bean. Quite right.
That's the same as coffee.
We need to move fast, but up ahead I expect heavy Hydra resistance.
Well,
Pip pip. Time to pull out all the stops, Bruce. I don't know, the heroic cap.
yeah.
Heroic cap and...
I'm imagining the one guy, Hulk, like, drinking tea with his little pinky lifted.
I say, yeah. I mean, he is a
I want to see
articulate
him.
hunk.
I want to
Hulk.
see him with a mustache that twirls around.
I don't know if that would work for him. Maybe it would.
I think it would be a good look.
We've got to move quickly. Don't know how much longer I can keep it together, old beans.
Maybe you need some gray poupon.
Yeah, I think that would cause Hulk to rage. Oh man, I can't get over how colorful this game is. Like, compared to some of the other games we're playing right now, it's like super bright. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh my gosh, it is bright. That's why I love it.
Boom.
It's
Down
like
goes
It's like a shock to my eyes.
Hydra. Wolverine with his claws.
Speaking of that, I got a really bright thing for the front of our house now. We have like a spring wreath.
As long as you don't attract bees, you can keep it up.
I don't know if it's gonna attract bees. It's bright yellow. It looks happy. I could probably put it in the inside of the house instead.
That would be a good idea because, I mean, you know bees are attracted to color yellow.
I don't understand why that would be, though.
Because that's the color usually pollen is on the flowers.
Oh, so...
That's why I never wear a yellow shirt in the summer or the spring. I always wear my yellow shirts in the winter.
Alright, so I'm guessing if either Luke Cage doesn't care about bees, or he's so invulnerable that bee stings don't bother him, that's why he wears the yellow shirt.
If a bee sting took down Luke Cage, that would be something.
Yeah, I don't think he would care. I think he could get bit by like a million, or stung by like a million bees and he'd be fine.
Oh, that's
I don't
gonna
know,
leave a
though.
mark.
I don't think we'd want to put that to the test, though.
No, probably not. Pew pew pew. Going down, fool. Aha! Wolverine does his thing.
But you were having a conversation with me the other day about how like it's not really a real wreath if it's like a you know, a spring wreath, and like real wreaths are real wreaths are Christmas wreaths.
Where are you going with this?
It's just, I feel like people feel the need to put something on their door after Christmas because they feel like their door is so bare without it.
This guy's done. But we still have 7 enemies left, so... Oh, a little bit of lag there. In-game lag. Ooh, Nick Fury and Quake. Well, we're taking down Quake first, because she's trouble. Bye, Quake.
Goodbye, Quake.
I've actually gotten better, too, for the arenas and the blitzes of making a defensive team using Crossbones, Luke Cage, Captain America, and then having just healers, because then it's like I earn more points when I'm not able to play, because in arena usually you fight players that are AFK, like, you know, away from keyboard.
Oh, right.
It's a term that most gamers use to describe when people aren't around.
That's like me all the time, but in real life.
Yeah, totally. Wow, we already took down Quake. That's crazy.
Yep.
I guess we'll take down Nick then. You're gonna try to take down the Fury? You can't handle the Fury. He's death-proof. That's not fair.
He's got a flurry of fury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you guys have more info on DC Unchained, let me know, because I will definitely look at it when it probably releases this fall. But I would like to be able to get to play it now, because there are some people already playing it.
Yep. Yeah, actually I found out it looks like Hydra actually has more colorful outfits than us. They're like glowing bright.
Oh! We just lost Punisher. I didn't even see that happen.
Oh.
Yeah, Fury's trouble because he's bringing in all these different people. So he's got to go.
If I was on this battlefield right now, I would say bring out some bees because they'd be attracted to those Hydra people.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Well, you can see some kind of bugs like in the background that looks like cockroaches or something. I never noticed them. Now you guys will notice them too when you look at this level. There's like all kinds of bugs and debris back there.
You're right. That stuff has been sitting there way too long.
Yep.
I don't want to know what's in there.
Probably spoiled food or something. Like from Detective Pikachu's case. I don't know. Something like that.
That's why you should put all your food that's like flour and stuff in like plastic containers so that the bugs can't get in it. Or mice.
Or mice, yeah.
Of course, I haven't really done that, but I'm just saying that's what people say you're supposed to do. I'm going to be organizing food today.
Yep.
And everything organized.
Do some food organization. Ow! Stop that.
Kwings going to help me because can't reach the top shelf.
Yeah, because they're so tiny.
Hey!
What? It's true. And Cap Shield will take care of all these. Nope. They resisted Cap Shield. That's not good. We're going to lose.
Cap Shield is going to take care of those clowns.
We're in big trouble.
Wait. Oh my gosh, we only have 3 people left.
We have Wolverine, Cap, and Hulk.
Where's Spider-Man?
He just got dusted just now.
What happened to Luke Cage? He's supposed to be invulnerable.
He got dusted too. He's gone.
Whoa.
Punisher's gone. Cap is on his way out too. Well, we need to keep Wolverine alive, so...
Captain America should just hold his shield in front of him so he doesn't die.
He actually has an ability to block in this game, but you have to upgrade him a lot to do that.
Oh.
I mean, he does have a built-in block, but he doesn't do it every turn. See, he just blocked that move.
Cool.
I think he does it every, like, 3 turns. He'll do an automatic block.
So if you upgrade him, he probably blocks more.
Every 2 turns.
Whoa.
Yeah. Once you get to level 50, he could block almost every turn.
Yeah.
Everybody keeps telling me that Cap is a really good character until the final tier.
Oh.
And then other characters have really stepped it up. Hulk is only really good for beginner players because there are characters that are better than him. Like Crossbone's attack that attacks all 3 people does more damage than Hulk's Hulk Smash. And Hulk is a very hard character to get. Yet, Marvel will charge people $100 to buy Hulk. And he's not that good.
Wow.
So just this is something I've learned having to basically play this game like as a free-to-play game and not really buying characters. The only characters I could pick up this month was Captain America and Kingpin. I can't afford Hulk and I can't afford Black Panther. Must take sedative, last chance to work. Oh. We're in the home stretch. Lay low, Bruce. It'll be okay.
It's so weird to call him Bruce.
Yeah, I know. I think of another character named Bruce whenever I say Bruce. Marvel did that on purpose, though.
What?
They named Hulk after Bruce Wayne.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yep. At least that's the rumor.
I think Bruce Wayne was named after Robert the Bruce.
Because Stan Lee wanted to work at Action Comics at one point in his career. Just a little further until we get to the lab, Iron Man, which you're doing absolutely nothing. You think we can complete the vaccine and he'll go back to being Bruce Banner?
Why would you want that?
And I don't know why. Because Talking Hulk freaks me out. Say it. Because Smart Hulk really weirds me out. That's close enough. That was.
Oh, wow.
I predicted the writing.
Wow, that's amazing, Kwing.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, how can Hulk use delicate lab equipment?
Well, I could see why Hulk would want to be a human again, so he doesn't have to be that weird. Of course, I think if I turned into a green monster, I think I would kind of like that for a while. I wouldn't have to worry about job or anything like that. I could just march around and smash stuff.
Kind of weirded me out a little. Weirded me out a lot, actually. Yep, I'm weirded out. Tremendously.
That would actually be goals, life goals.
I look forward to removing your spine, should you feel the great honor. Oh no, not the Guardians again.
I don't feel the honor of having my spine removed. It's kind of disturbing. I feel like the Guardians of the Galaxy are a little bit dark.
You think?
Sometimes. Yeah, especially Drax.
Shield throw.
I feel like, do you think that they toned, I have a feeling that he was more violent in the comics than in the live-action movie. I just have this feeling.
I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know, because he seems really violent.
He seems really violent?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of crazy.
They kind of made him cuddly, but violent in the,
Made him cuddly, but violent?
kind of like our kitten, Zelda.
Aha, that's uncalled for.
I've just never known anyone that's cuddly and cute, but also extremely violent at the same time before I met our cat Zelda. It's like she can be so sweet one second and then totally change the next.
No!
Zelda's like Big Bad Harv.
I'm kind of... Oh, man.
Oh, you got cut.
Yeah, these guys are harder than before. Last time we fought them, we were level 27, and they were supposed to be level 27s. These guys are probably in their 30s.
It is all the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm. This is one of the hardest teams to fight. If I'm being completely honest, I hate this team. Because Groot can heal the team, like, perfectly. Gamora is, like, the ultimate counterattacking, like, monster. She can almost, like, take down people in one hit. And before you can even get to Groot, you have to take down Drax, and Drax, he always seems to have so much health that we're already on our, like, second or third turn, and we still haven't taken down Drax. And Groot has already healed once. But look at that. I mean, Gamora, she's crazy. So if you can get Gamora,
so awesome.
Yeah, if you can get Gamora, you're in great shape.
Her sword is awesome.
That's pretty cool. Ah, nuts. Not good. Stop hurting me, please. I said please. Boom, baby.
I just love Gamora's comic book costume. She's
pretty cool, isn't it?
Looks so cool. I love how bright her hair is and stuff.
All right, that's why Wolverine's good.
Oh, I've already talked about this, but I just can't.
No!
I can't understand why they changed it for the live-action movie. Oh, he healed them? Or?
Not only did he heal them, they're all death-proof. Oh, great.
Ooh.
We lost Cap. We lost
No,
Punisher. Wolverine's on his way out. We're gonna lose.
Oh yeah, we have a second Cap. Oh.
Ah. Doesn't matter. Look how many members of the team there are. Even if you defeat the Guardians, you still have to fight 9 other people. Oh my gosh.
So, do you think that if you weren't covering this game, you'd probably play it and just for fun and stuff?
Maybe. I'm not really...
You're more of a DC person, though.
Oh yeah, I'm more of a DC person.
But we couldn't get that working, like, to record it and stuff.
I played on my phone.
Oh, okay, cool.
But if I do it as a series, I'm gonna start all over again. Dang it.
Your favorite character in this whole game is probably Wolverine, then. Well,
Nightcrawler's not in it.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember some people were saying that, like, oh, I thought Kwings' favorite was Nightcrawler. It's like, I don't really talk about Nightcrawler a lot because they changed him so much.
Yeah, Nightcrawler's different.
He's totally a different character, just like a lot of the X-Men.
One of the reasons why I really like Nightcrawler is because he reminded me of my dad. You know, he was a martial arts minister. Mm-hmm. Except, you know, Dad can't teleport. So, I mean, it was kind of cool. And Wolverine, he was basically like the Marvel equivalent of Batman, except he had a healing factor. He had martial arts, but he had that adamantium skeleton with the claws. So, I mean...
Yeah, he was like your dad.
DC and Marvel, they bring different things to the table. But yeah, I really was a huge fan of Nightcrawler's faith. Well, and as, you know, a young believer when I was little, to have Nightcrawler be like that, you know, big spotlight character, not ashamed of who he is and of his faith and stuff like that. And... you know, if a guy like Nightcrawler can go up and witness to somebody when he looks like a demon and, you know, he has the love of God in him and stuff, I mean, that spoke a lot to people my age. And then when Marvel changed him, it was horrible because it was like, this wasn't Nightcrawler's personality. I don't even know what Nightcrawler is like now. I mean, I remember he used to be, in the 90s, he was a minister in training. And before Marvel Ultimates, he was a pastor. Mm-hmm. And then when he died and came back to life, I don't know what happened to him after that.
Well, yeah, I mean, the coolest thing about the original Nightcrawler, the way they originally wrote him, was like, yeah, he looks like a spawn from, you know, the Abyss. He looks like a demon creature. Mm-hmm. And his mom wasn't a very good person, like she was evil, but then even despite all of that, he still, you know, tried to be a good person and tried to help other people to realize that, you know, it's about what's inside and not where you're from or, you know, whatever. It's not, you know, what it appears on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Captain.
No, we lost.
But yeah, I liked, he was really cool, and yeah, like, I just don't understand why they always change so many characters. But they always do that. I mean, that was the same with, like, Nightwing was the same idea, and they kept changing him, too.
Yeah, I really wasn't happy what they did with
like,
Nightwing 1 year later.
Yeah, because
he was engaged to Barbara Gordon.
Nightwing used to be, yeah, much different.
Yeah, he was engaged to Barbara Gordon, and then they, like, had him go to New York, and they turned him into a playboy who, like, had no commitment anymore. And it was horrible because for, like, almost 5 or 6 years, they were writing a serious relationship between Oracle and Nightwing, and the reason they broke up is because Oracle was mad at him because he kept living in the past about her, you know, used to being able to walk, but the way that they were writing it, it didn't seem like he was insulting her. She was just overly sensitive about stuff, and the next writer came in and they broke him up. It was stupid.
Yeah, it was just really weird, like, yeah, I just don't I don't know. Yeah, because Nightwing his faith used to be a big part of him, and then when he started being with every girl on the planet and not caring about that anymore, yeah, he's a totally different character, and it's like I still like Nightwing, but he's not anything like he used to be.
In DC's defense, they said that Nightwing was considered like Catholic or whatever during the Chuck Dixon run, and the Chuck Dixon run is the longest run on Nightwing. And the artist, one of the artists for Nightwing was also, like,
yeah, like he had a DC talk poster and a picture and stuff like that.
His apartment.
And he was eating cereal.
Yep. He'd always eat cereal.
Basically like you, Kwing.
He doesn't really eat... Well, actually, no. I remember there was a comic book recently in DC Rebirth where Nightwing was eating cereal again and living in Bloodhaven, so...
But yeah, you guys are right. If you guys remember Nightcrawler, the old Nightcrawler was one of our favorites. They've totally rewritten him, just like they rewrote Colossus and a bunch of, like, characters that... totally, like, I loved watching the old X-Men show with Kwing, and that's what I was
so upset that the old X-Men show, like, Nightcrawler wasn't a bigger part of it, because, I mean, well, at the time they were doing the show, he wasn't really with the X-Men anymore. He was with Excalibur, which is the British superhero team.
I used to ask you about that, and I thought Nightcrawler and Katie were like a thing for a while or something.
Nightcrawler and Katie.
Maybe I'm wrong. Katie, like the
Shadowcat?
She was like a young character in the X-Men. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
I think you're thinking of Shadowcat.
Shadowcat
eventually married Colossus.
Teleporter girl?
Teleporter girl.
She's a teleporter. She was Kate. Am I thinking of a different person?
You're kind of confusing me because he had a thing for Kitty Pryde at one point.
Kitty! That's what I'm talking about.
No, she fell in love with Colossus and they got married.
Oh, okay. But then they changed everything after that.
He's been with a couple girls. I don't know if he has, like, a true love anymore.
Yeah, because I remember watching X-Men and then saying, Luke, how come they don't have Nightcrawler in here? And
because he wasn't in the comics anymore at that point. But people still, like, loved Nightcrawler, and because they were doing Rogue's story, they brought in a Nightcrawler to be like because he is essentially Rogue's, like, adoptive brother, because it's Mystique's kid, which they kind of botched that in X-Men. What was it called? The recent one, the one that did terrible.
Yeah.
Age of Apocalypse or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Because Mystique is supposed to be Nightcrawler's mom.
Yeah. I don't understand why they keep trying to make Mystique, like, in the live action ones. They're trying to make her good, but in reality, she's a bad guy. Like, I know that she's technically a bad guy in the live action, but they try to, like, make her so understood, like, you can understand her side of it, which I guess is okay, but she's actually pretty bad. Like, she does a lot of really jerky things. Like, she gets rid of her own child and stuff. Like, that's not very cool.
Yeah. She did some crazy stuff, because she was, but I mean, she did come, oh great, we lost Cap. But we're actually doing better this time. We got 5 remaining enemies, Spider-Man's still around, Wolverine's still around, Punisher's still alive, and only Rocket Raccoon is left from them.
Well, sorry, what I really love about Nightcrawler is that although he has every reason not to have any faith or not to care about life or to be angry and stuff, he still believes that there's, like, hope, and that there's, you know, he actually helps other people to have hope and encourages them.
I didn't see the current movie because I didn't know what they did to Nightcrawler. I was kind of scared.
I haven't seen the last one either.
Because the one Nightcrawler one, like when he appeared in X-Men 2, like Bryan Singer got Nightcrawler correct. Like Nightcrawler was a circus performer, and he also was like a firm believer.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they did.
Well, I know they rewrote him in some comics, and they made him like not very nice and stuff, which I wasn't okay with. There's
one scene that I saw in X-Men Age of Apocalypse which looked cute. Nightcrawler was having a slushie for the first time, and he got a brain freeze, and he was like, what is happening?
Oh yeah, he has the cute French accent, which is awesome.
No, he's German.
Oh, what?
Kurt Wagner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
German. Yep, facepalm.
I face-palmed there.
All right, we're almost done here. Sweet!
See, I was talking about things I knew about for a minute, and then one bad one.
The sedative is not working right. I
have to...
Your lab's just up ahead, Bruce. Hang in there. I don't think a sedative's really gonna help the Hulk anymore. He's gonna go full-blown British refined Hulk.
Wait.
What?
Nightcrawler's really from Germany?
Yeah.
I thought it was French this whole time.
No, it's not French. French would be Gambit, and he's a Cajun, the Raging Cajun. He's Louisianan, so he'd be French.
I just don't know how to tell accents very well.
Bruce, what's wrong? You look a little green. I feel weak, but also much stronger.
That's because of the purple pants.
No. Well, if you feel up to it, we could definitely use your help, old friend. So, is Hulk gonna be part of the team again? It looks like Ultimus's Avengers are standing in our way. Oh, we're gonna have to fight Evil Cap? No.
I could use Hulk's help to open pickle jars, because his hands look really strong.
You got me. You don't need Hulk. Got me.
You can be my Hulk.
But no, the X-Men are always kind of my favorite characters, because I grew up with them. I love Jim Lee's run on the X-Men, and the X-Men animated series. Look what we caught in our web. Evil Spider-Man. Evil eyes.
I even liked the X-Men live-action movie.
Thor! Take down Thor! Thor can hurt us, and Iron Man can hurt us. Oh man, this is gonna be difficult.
I just wish they would have kept, yeah, Patrick Stewart played Professor X, right?
Yeah, but now they have a new actor who plays Professor X. And he's bald. He's bald now.
Patrick Stewart was the best. He was the bomb. I just don't understand why they killed him off so stupidly. They could have made like 10 million more movies with him. I just didn't understand that at all.
Oh, you mean in X-Men well, that's why I would really recommend for you to see a good X-Men movie, X-Men Days of the Future Past. It was the original swan song for the X-Men movies. It was the finale. And then it did so well, it brought back the X-Men franchise and created X-Men First Class and all kinds of stuff.
Oh.
It basically gets rid of a lot of the stuff that made X-Men the original trilogy, like the final movie. It totally removes it from the continuity. It's an amazing film. X-Men Days of the Future Past is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, I can check that out. I mean, it was cool. You had Gandalf playing Magneto, and then Patrick Stewart playing oh yeah, Dr. X or Professor X. Sorry, not Doctor.
Wow, he's a professor.
Professor X.
Prof X. Ah, Iron Man. We're in trouble.
Yeah, he had the. I mean, it's amazing. Patrick Stewart was able to make all those expressions with just his eyebrows and face and smile and stuff. He couldn't really move very much.
He's a very talented actor. I mean, he was the perfect cast. When Bryan Singer made him Professor X, that was perfect casting. Just like Hugh Jackman was perfect as Wolverine.
I know, right?
I still can't believe that Hugh Jackman did Wolverine so long. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, those were like probably some of the best actors on there. And then, you know, Gandalf and yeah. But yeah, I mean, like the lady that plays the Phoenix and stuff. I didn't. I mean, she was okay, but I mean, she could have been better.
Most of the Jean Grey actresses, they're not really good. But the current Jean Grey actress, I think she's a good actress in a sense, but she's not really doing the role justice. Like, I really don't want to see the Age of Apocalypse movie or whatever. I mean, Psylocke was in it. I heard Psylocke was cool, but I heard she had a terrible role. like where she was just kind of like a side character when that actress Olivia Munn is supposed to be really good, and she was really happy to play Psylocke because she was a fan of Psylocke since she was a little girl.
Yeah.
So that, you know, for her it felt like a dream thing, but the movie bombed like more so than Justice League did.
I feel like people play Jean Grey like she's kind of like crazy and weird and like she's unstable and she's gonna blow any minute, but I thought Jean Grey was supposed to be like a nice girl, like she was just sweet and fun and happy. And then she randomly became crazy.
The original actress who played Jean Grey, I thought she did okay in the first and the second movie. In the third movie, she just kind of lost it. Like, she's not a character who can play somebody turning evil. It felt so off.
Yeah,
it wasn't believable. It was just very cartoony.
Well, watching the cartoons and just seeing Jean Grey, before I knew that she went evil, she was my favorite character. I thought she was so cool and nice and really awesome. I didn't know that she was going to turn evil, though. When you told me, oh, she turns evil in the end, I was like, what?
Well, not really in the end. I mean, the X-Men cartoon, even though Professor Xavier kind of disappears, like, they did a great job of sending off that show in style. Like, they tied up all the loose ends, more or less, and they did set it open that they could have another series, but they didn't get renewed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Storm, though. She was awesome in live action and in the cartoon.
Almost done. Yeah! Get me to the test chamber! We are out of time. I will be gone soon. Let's move! No time to waste. Gotta get Hulk in there so Hulk feel better. Oh, wow. We barely survived that. Ew. Not good.
Yeah.
Not good. Not good.
I mean, well, never mind. I know, like, some people don't like it if I talk a lot about stuff, but I loved Halle Berry as Storm. I thought she looked amazing, like, so pretty and stuff, and she was really cool, but I didn't understand how she didn't have a Storm accent.
In chamber, operator can extract corruption from me. Bruce, how do we know this will even work? America! I don't know.
Yep.
Must try. No more time.
Let's have tea, since we don't have any more time.
He's transforming. He's, like, under Ultimus's control or whatever.
Yeah, because she just talked in a normal, like, American accent, I thought, in the live-action one. But I thought she was supposed to have some kind of accent from another country or something.
She was supposed to have an accent.
Oh.
That's why the lady who played Storm in the animated series, spot on Storm.
Oh,
spot on.
Okay, alright.
But enough about the X-Men. Bruce, hang in there, buddy. We've got this. Where's Iron Man? Iron Man should show up.
I know, Iron Man, we need your help.
We've run out of time. Protect the operator at all costs. Oh, okay, so this is basically... I'll tell you how to win these levels. All you have to do is use your characters to draw the enemy's fire. So your first turn, you can attack people. Also, get rid of the guy in the trench coat, because he's the healer. That way you can make the job easier for your team. But we're going to mostly play defensive so that we only have to survive 4 turns. So I like levels like this now that I know what I'm doing. When it's protect the operator type stuff.
Yeah.
But Wolverine is probably going to be the only X-Men character that we see in this game. Because he is the face of the X-Men. And it's actually great to see X-Men characters again because the Fox deal went through.
Oh yeah, I forgot how cool that is that you can actually see them together
But you're not going to see X-Men characters like Deadpool and other characters like that in anything other than mobile games. Because the legality stuff. Also, I mean, the next Marvel game, like console game, will probably have X-Men characters in it. But it's going to take a long time. I would say probably by 2019, 2020. Yeah. But in terms of mobile games, you're seeing a lot of X-Men characters right now. Like, the Marvel Future Fight. At one point, they took all the X-Men out, and they made it difficult for people to buy them. But they just released Colossus, and the White Queen, and like 4 or 5 other X-Men characters, like, in March or April. And they're going to be releasing more X-Men as this year goes on.
Cool.
It is pretty cool. It's nice to have them back, because it's not Marvel without the X-Men.
I know. I always didn't understand that, why you'd go to a Marvel movie, and then you'd go to an X-Men movie, and they'd be totally different. It's like, oh yeah, copyright stuff.
The Avengers started as kind of like the A-team for Marvel, but by the time the Uncanny X-Men came out in the 70s and 80s, that became Marvel's flagship series next to Spider-Man. And even in the 80s, X-Men sales replaced Spider-Man. So X-Men became the flagship of Marvel.
Beginning extraction process.
All right, 2 more things to go.
Yeah, because their powers are so much cooler than the Avengers' powers.
Well, the story was really cool. Like, I mean, Stan Lee said the reason why it worked when he made X-Men is because it was about civil rights. Professor X was the Martin Luther King approach to, you know, peaceful stuff. And Magneto, he said, was Malcolm X.
Interesting.
So he felt that mutants were a superior race and that the other races needed to bow down to the superiority of mutants.
And then
that was Magneto.
Professor X
wanted to get along with everybody.
Have everyone get along with everyone else.
Yep, that was his dream. Yep. They've since changed X-Men's meaning, but that's why, like, all the storylines were so interesting from, I would say, the late 60s until about the late 80s.
Yeah, that's why it was so compelling, because it kind of rang true with stuff that was actually important to people, about all people being treated equally.
Yeah, Stan was a genius in that respect, like, by doing that. And then in the 90s, I guess they just focused on, like, a lot of, like, time travel. Like, a little bit after Back to the Future. I would have thought they would have done more time travel stuff.
Oh,
like,
yeah, all the time.
in the
alternate
80s.
Universes and stuff.
But in the 80s, the X-Men, like, were going to space, and they were doing all these insane things. Whereas the Avengers were just kind of, I don't know, they
I always remember Storm's crazy outfit with her mohawk and everything.
Yeah, that was
like
the
that.
80s. The 80s was mostly the rise of Rogue and some really cool stories for Nightcrawler and Colossus.
Yeah, but I was never too much a fan of Rogue, even though everyone is, because she kind of took her powers from somebody else, so...
Yep, Miss Marvel.
Was like, so I always like Storm and the other girl.
We did it!
Corruption extracted!
Great work! Hulk is okay. Probably. Mostly. Alright! Actually, we did pretty well.
Excelsior!
Oh, never mind, we lost too many people. But hey, that's not bad. I mean, those guys were really strong. That was
better than nothing.
I did pretty good.
Good job,
It was better than nothing.
You did a marvelous job.
I know, right? So, anyway, guys, unfortunately, we're gonna have to say adios to the heroes for now, because it doesn't look like we unlocked level 6.
Adios, heroes.
So next time, we'll be playing as the bad guys and trying to continue their story. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell us your favorite X-Men in the comment section below. Until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming.
See